Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony featuring the Survivors Victory Lap will begin in 5 minutes at the main stage.
I'm here with Heather Laudermeal, who is the event chair of the event, and the honorary chair, Commissioner Mike McLean.
Thank you, Mike.
Heather, first of all, you couldn't have ordered a better day for the event.
Absolutely. We are very pleased with today's weather. Yes.
And this is, how many years have you been doing this at the Colonial Towne Park?
Approximately 6 years.
And how many participants?
This year we have 63 teams that have between 10 and 15 team members per team. So you could probably do the math on that.
Okay, now speaking of math, do you have any clue at this point as to what kind of funds we'll be raising? Or?
Well, our monetary goal this year is $198,000. Currently, right now, we are sitting just below $100,000. So we are hoping over tonight and tomorrow morning with the fundraising events happening here that we'll be at our goal or above our goal.
Well, that's wonderful. How does one become honorary chair? I was hoping I was going to get the honor, but you aced me out.
It's writing large checks for Relay for Life, Michael. It really is.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And as Heather said, you'll see a lot of relay sandbagging tonight. We are counting on that. And actually, we were at the same level last year at this time, so we're very much anticipating to have the opportunity to hit our goal to deal with this insidious disease that almost everyone has either been involved with personally or knows someone who's been affected by it.
Speak about knowing people personally. You mentioned in your opening remarks that you had a couple of family members who got the short end of the stick as far as cancer
Indeed.
goes.
My grandfather died from lung cancer when I was 7. And it's something that has stuck with me. It was 1965, I remember it like it was yesterday. And my mother died from melanoma 2 years ago this month. And for those people, you want to remember them, but you also want to recognize the people that are fighting this disease. They're beating it and they're winning. And we are winning. As I mentioned earlier, that the percentage of people who are now surviving this disease has gone up to 67% as opposed to 50% just 20 years ago. And more people are surviving. The death rate is the lowest it has ever been, even though the diagnoses are up. So we are winning, we just have to keep fighting.
Now, Mike was saying that the number of diagnoses has gone up, so when you talk about the fact that 67% have been successful as far as fighting cancer, that's even a bigger figure when you realize that more people are aware. Is that not the case?
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you consider the amount of relays that take place just in the Central Florida area alone, and the amount of money being raised to fight this disease, it's just, out of this world.
That's a good point, because this is not the only event. There are a lot of events going on usually around this time of year.
Absolutely. March, April, springtime is definite relay season around the world, pretty much.
And from the sound of the music, it tells me that this interview is over. Thank you both for being part of it.
Our pleasure.
Heather, thank you. I am here with probably the youngest survivor, I would think,
I think so, yes.
Why don't you tell us who you are and who this young little girl is?
Hi, this is Carly Stalker, and I'm her mom, Lisa Stalker, my husband, Ronnie, my other daughter, Kendall.
Hello.
I think Carly's our youngest survivor here at the Lake Mary Relay for Life. She's 2.5.
When did you find out that Carly had cancer?
She was diagnosed at 6 months old. We went to her doctor's appointment, and during the exam, they started feeling her tummy and found some of the organs were in the wrong places and sent us straight on to Arnold Palmer Hospital.
And how has she been progressing?
She's done extremely well.
She looks terrific.
Yeah, can you say hi?
Are we shy?
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Now I'm going to introduce
really well.
Heather Laudermeal.
And I don't think we got to introduce her sister.
Hi, yes, this is Kendall.
Say hi.
Can you say
Kendall,
hello?
you want to say hi to the
Can you
camera?
say hi to the camera?
Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
And we'll give you one more shot. You want to say hello?
Can you say hi?
There you go.
Welcome you to
Okay, I know you have to get back to the ceremonies, but thank you so much for your time.
of Lake Mary Heathrow.
Hi, I'm here with the student government of Lake Mary High School, and they're here at the Relay for Life, and I understand that, why don't you introduce yourselves first?
Danielle DeLuca, Christy Majewski, Lauren Gaspansky,
Kiara Timmons,
Allison Jaleesa.
Colin Campbell.
Now, I understand that Lauren is going to be the spokeswoman for the group. How did you all get involved with the Relay for Life?
Well, every year student government prepares a tent, and usually our tent hasn't arrived yet, but usually we'll camp out all night and just celebrate the lives that have been saved from cancer research.
I'm here with Barb Janssen, one of the co-owners of Coffee Cafe. And Barb, why don't you tell us how you got involved with Relay for Life?
Got involved last year with my church, Holy Cross Lutheran, and talked to the girls at the shop, and they were all excited about having our own team.
Well, let's speak of
Started our own team.
Yeah. And so I understand that Rodney is back at the shop now.
He
taking
is.
care of
He's been
business.
helping setting up the booth here, and I've been working the shop, so we're kind of tag teaming today.
And this is the first year that you're
It's our
doing
first
this.
year, yes.
So it looks like everything is under
So
control.
hopefully it'll be annual for us.
I hope so too.
Got a lot of helpers.
You want to introduce some of the
Here's
people
our
here?
staff down here. Okay, everybody look alive.
Look alive here, staff, and introduce yourself.
This is Brian. Laura's down here. Laura's one of our managers. Her friend Katie.